But Gretchen mentioned she had conflicting meetings this morning.
Okay. So we're missing Simmons there.
Oh, he's online.
Yep, that's what I said. You there. So we're only missing Spencer right now. And Gretchen's confused. Okay. Can you started?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Call the order. Call transit meeting order for September 10th. Call order. Roll call. Everyone's present. We've got Gretchen's excused. Spencer isn't here yet. Approval of minutes for the August 13th meeting.
I make a motion to approve the minutes from the August 13th meeting.
Second. Any corrections or additions? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Public comment? Anything, Austin?
Nope.
Nothing from me. Staff reports on the Austin.
End of the day. We aren't going through the 2026 budget. Other than that, everything is up to date on the route. Ridership, fleet update, any questions? And then I'll start today with the financials, where we're at. 2025 financials through 8 months, about 2% below through 8 months, but we took care of 2 air conditioning system fixes. One that needed a full condenser replacement with the 3 fans below that you don't do every day. So hopefully that's the first time that's been fixed, and that bus got about 100,000 on it. So that should last it through the next 2-3 years of its life. And like that hit in August, and then we, right when we got bus 501, that other transit bus, Labor Day of last year, we had the air conditioning fixed, and then we went to get it ready for this fall, and the AC needed to be recharged again. So that was about $1,100. So that's that. And then just the 2 that stuck out was those service contracts that we talk about monthly. Other than that, one big thing that we always talk about is hitting our fuel budget, and we're doing better than we have historically on that, only down about 20%.
So does that make a big difference when the fuel prices are down?
It helps a
Makes
lot.
Big difference, I would think.
Highway, we buy our fuel from them, and they don't give us a deal.
No, you gotta get that figured out.
No, so it's a lot better than it was a couple of years ago. So yeah, it really, our fuel bill was about $48,000 here a few years ago.
Yeah.
And that year is allocated. Right when I first started, it was 25,000 allocated. So that hits.
So just.
Yeah.
Quick follow-up question. What's the mileage, just off the top of your head? Mileage difference now compared to then?
That we're running daily?
Yeah,
About the same.
about the same.
Yep. All these
Because
buses.
I know that the routes have been adjusted the last couple of years. When you
Yep.
came in, you adjusted them and made them more productive or whatever. And
then we're running a smaller bus in the evening. That helps a little bit. Those transit buses don't get as good a fuel mileage as the newer diesel buses, but we're not buying DEF either.
right,
But all the gas
and you
buses
can haul more. So
double, almost double. We're hitting 50. Probably hit 50 about 7 minutes ago on the bus at once. So, and then in the evenings, we use a smaller gas bus, it's not more fuel efficient than the diesel in town, but it costs per gallon less.
Yeah.
So that's helped. Yeah, good question. So this is one thing that we looked at last month was open AR. we cleaned that up and we got that down to only being 3,200 below what we were looking to be at for August. And then we have 2,000 in current AR or so roughly with those August bills for the monthly agency fares going out. Those should be here in the next couple weeks. So sitting real good that way, almost to about 100% of where we should be. Rest of these quarterly payments and biannual payments for City Menominee, Stout, etc. Talked about this every month. Well, now they are finally in each bus. IT came over and really helped us out. That big push before Labor Day weekend. These are in our small buses that run the community doorstop, stop PM shifts, everything except the transit buses. These are in. And in the transit buses, we have 25 feet on each side above the windows that we can have printed stuff that fits right in a little tracking system. So this is awesome. The dispatcher can go on here, put new events, stuff like that, and it automatically updates to every computer or every TV on each bus because we have Wi-Fi on every bus. And this is something that we're still looking into if we can offer the public partition Wi-Fi so we can still have enough bandwidth for our stuff, but offer it to the public as well. So pretty cool that way. Doorstop and Red Cedar ridership. Oops. We're bridging that gap. If you look at where we sat in 2025 for these previous months, we're narrowing the gap, getting closer to the best years ever of that. Before it was towards that bottom third, slowly gaining. And looking for a big September numbers out of that between Doorstop and Red Cedar. And then community route was sitting at $1,225. And the best month before that was, I think, around $890 in 2023. So we're gaining in the 25 to close to 30% better than our second best year ever on community. And I think that's going to explode again here in September. Hopefully getting close to that 2,500 mark with students. We talked about this in our meeting with Stout on Monday, that 30 minutes after the hour pickup at the UW library cuts down the amount of time that students have to ride on that community bus from 42 to 44 minutes if they ride from the top of the hour to get to Walmart, down to 12. So, or they'll have to use the Scout bus to get up to Clock Tower or walk up the hill, that sort of thing. So and that still is gaining traction on students understanding that that's available. But after you ride that bus a few times from the top of the hour and then it comes back to library, you'll learn pretty quick that you can ride it then. So that was awesome to see. So I hope that we can get to 2,500 on that here in September. So these are the two buses again. Last year, this one ran almost every day. This one wasn't into service until this year. We tried everything we could to straighten out that dented ramp, would not sit flat. So we just ended up finding a new ramp for that this summer, getting that put in. This is a hybrid bus. You don't plug it in or anything like that, but those are extra batteries on top that help it start out in gear, help it on fuel mileage and regenerative braking. So it saves the brakes a little bit better too. It's got a really good engine brake in that. A very smooth bus. This only has 260 or 290,000 on it. And this one has close to 700,000. Mm-hmm. So this thing is a lot tighter, a lot smoother, and it's 3 years newer, but it's got half the miles. So it's very very nice to drive. And had a sticky back door there. I think that's why they originally sold the buses. They couldn't figure out how to get that rear door working. Used it with the interlock mode on, and then that's what smashed up the ramp for them. So the door was a little sticky for us on a open close sensor. I found that yesterday afternoon, and it's back on route. So, and then our bike racks that we had sitting upstairs here for 6-8 years, bolted right on at the front of this one. So saves about $600-800. Fleet update from Phoenix Motor Car, the electric bus manufacturer. This came in yesterday late morning. I had to do a double take when I got the email. One of the newer customer program managers at Phoenix Motor Cars. Nice to meet you. I wanted to reach out to inquire about your previous order. Are these vehicles still needed? We've recently restructured our production plan for medium duty vehicles, and I'd be happy to share some of the updates and changes that would greatly impact on your request. Please confirm this order, and I kindly move forward with providing these details. I was caught off guard with this, so I gave him a call, and I let him in on all of this, and I asked if 3-4 of these other names that we've been on this email chain for 2 years with, and they're all gone. So that's why they were not responding. And I voiced our concerns and frustrations in that. We've had these on order for half a decade now, so more to come with that. But WisDOT is now involved with it too, and getting up to speed with them. And I really don't think that they're going to be able to match the costs that we offered on this, with how they've increased. So I don't know. We'll see what comes from there. I think we're all going to meet in the coming weeks, figure out how to move forward. We were awarded finally from WisDOT. They got to their 25 capital grants. We were awarded a medium duty shuttle bus, conventional gas bus, and they awarded us on our request for new security systems in the buses. So those are about 12%, and they're getting fairly broken, everything else. So that's coming down the pipeline. So yeah, hopefully it comes before the end of the year. And then regardless of how this moves forward or not, if we're replacing a bus every 5 years when these buses are one every other year, with the 200,000 mile turn-in plateau that has to get to 7 years or 200,000, used to be 150 in 5 years. The goal is to get it up there in mileage to qualify for that before it rusts out. We're starting to have rust issues with 2017. That's got about 160. So that would be the next to go. So. And any questions?
So those new trucks from WisDOT, and when they're supposed to come in then? Is there a date on that then? They're brand new ones, right?
The gas one that we got awarded,
Yeah.
I do not know,
Yeah.
but they should be in stock. This should be the first bus that I've sourced for us, because our fleet was so new, and I came here and then we were looking for these other ones to show up. So that got pushed back. So this will be the first one. So I don't have a ton of knowledge on that, but in that last meeting with them before we were awarded this, I asked what's the timeline on that, and they said they're normally in stock and they haven't had
Oh, okay.
issues sourcing them like 21, 22, those years. So it shouldn't be too.
Is there a passage on that? It's kind of way.
They should be non-CDL.
What was that? 12, 16?
14.
14.
So 14, the same makeup as these two electric buses that were gonna be, there will be 2 plus 2. So 2 flip down seats and 12 passengers with 2 wheelchairs or 14. So that we didn't need more bigger ones. With where our 220/18 buses are, those are 18 passenger. That bus 201, we've used that part. That one and then 316 would be the next 2 go on the docket.
Any other questions? If not, thanks, Austin. Well, that one, there's nothing, 8-0, I guess. Next meeting is October 8th. Same place, same. Meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
My computer.
Can't get up here.
Oh, it is. I don't care.
Yep.
Just I don't forget.
That is the employees.
Thank you.
There we go. There we go.